see a Goliath flank coming around here. He's really focusing on taking down those factories, and it's going to take a while for the Goliaths to deal with this, or to take them down, but I think that's what his main focus is right now. And he's walking headlong into 3 tanks that actually had an arc, among all things, as well as the range advantage and the damage. He had an arc there going on too that just destroyed those Goliaths. So the Goliaths are going to be forced to run away. And I don't know, it's kind of interesting. I mean, the economic advantage is definitely in Really's hands, but I think that Mind can actually, he does have a chance to come back at this, especially if he sets up this siege line here. He needs to, yeah, once he fights this all off, he just needs to keep resupplying. And I think Really's actually sent those Goliaths back around to those factories. But yeah, he's going to get this siege line up, and I think Really's actually in a pretty weak position here. He's pulling SCVs off the line, losing them left and right. So like I said, I mean, now I think the economic advantage is kind of neutralized, and now it's all about forces and tech, and Mind definitely has the advantage on both of those fronts.
I'm starting to think this is the one game in November that Really's going to lose, because he's just so stubborn with these Goliaths. They're just really not cutting it against the tanks. There's one going down to, I think, Mines, but it might have been a tank fire. But it's just he pulled off a lot of SCVs in just to defend the last attack and lost them all. Again, pulling off 5 SCVs, and he's probably going to lose all of those too. You really can't fight. I keep saying really when I'm not talking about the player. I'm sorry about that. But you can't fight tanks with Goliaths. He's just showing us that there's no more innovations to be made in Terran versus Terran. Tanks will always rape the crap out of Goliaths. I mean, it would have made sense if he had scouted like a couple of starports coming out that he was expecting, tanks followed up by raids. Then Goliaths would have been smart, but you can't counter tanks with Goliaths. Now, even regardless of micro, it's just not going to work out. And I think Really's going to lose this natural expansion and probably lose the game quite shortly after. It's not working out unless he can transition.
Yeah, those 2 tanks in the background there, Mind using the map to his
20
advantage.
kills! Oh my god!
Oh, wow, that is kind of epic, actually. 22 now, sitting on that 1 tank, so that tank definitely in a sweet position there. Not to mention, he's got a good position on the incoming troops, but not to mention he's got the position on the command center. He can shell at that command center. And 2 more factories now coming up for Mind. I was just kind of thinking for a second there where his other factory was. And actually a pretty cute trick there from C. He actually landed his barracks so that the siege tank would focus fire the barracks, which does have priority over the command center, which is kind of funny, a cute little trick there. Now the command center is burning, it's not mining. So, I mean, yeah, I'm starting to agree with you. I think that this is the game that really loses in the month of November, which is kind of funny. That you said that at the beginning of the game, and I was really expecting him to win. I did kind of think that maybe he was a little bit of a better player, but from what some of the things that you were saying, but yeah, Mind really showing that he's still got it. He's still, you know, he's got the right stuff. And but at the same time, you gotta fault Really a little bit here. He could have went any tech route other than Goliaths, or he could have transitioned rather. He was doing pretty well with the Goliaths in the beginning, but you really got to transition out of that, possibly even. And here comes a big push here. Oh, a bunch of mines going off, but losing more Goliaths than doing damage to the other units there. So Mind only losing 1 tank, not really gonna feel that one in the morning. But either way, he needed. Yeah, the command center is probably going to go down. Actually, we're gonna have to see what happens in that command center. Regardless, though, even if he saves it, I don't think he's going to be able to use it. So, we'll see though. We'll see what comes of this. I really think that Mine's got it way in the bag, though. It's like the bottom of the bag.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this out there that Really will never be able to reclaim his natural expansion. He's not gonna get tanks, and without tanks, he's got nothing. He floated a factory over those tanks to spot, you know, because he lost the economy to be able to produce from those tanks. And it looks like Mind is gonna about to be on 3 bases. The only thing Really had going for him was like an economic advantage. Now he's got nothing. His military is inferior, and he's down now. He's going to be down 2 bases, and this is just kind of laughable that he's still in this game. He lands the factory right next to the tank. I wonder if the tank can hit it from there if it's too close. But that's kind of cute, just landing the factories there. But I think Mind can handle it. I think Mind's gonna win this game. I bet Really psychologically at this point is like, I could have gone 8-0 in the month of November now, but now I'm gonna go 7-1. I'm really disappointed by that. And I'm surprised that he scouted that 2-back and still got rolled over by it so badly. Like normally when you scout a proxy, you're usually in good position to defend, but Tank's just A-walking in, gonna pick off all the SCVs, and once really doesn't have a single SCV left behind, I bet then he'll finally GG.
Yeah, I think he should have GG'd a little while ago. But I don't know. Once he didn't transition from Goliath Tech, I think he should have GG'd. But I think he felt like something might have been going for him, and there it is, the GG, and he just gets out of that game. But I don't know. I'm gonna base that one on. I'm gonna say that really made a mistake there. However, I always think when a player loses a game, what is it like when they go back to their coach? Like, does their coach like ream them or something when it's clearly their mistake, or do they, you know, like say, oh, you'll try better next time or something like that? I always think that they'll get reamed and maybe not have another chance to play, or maybe they'll get bumped down the list of priority players. But I think that in this one, it's kind of just a huge learning moment for really. It's just understand, you know, tanks beat Terran, period. Goliaths just don't do it. You need that support. But regardless, an interesting little play. I think he was trying to be a little bit cuter than he had room for, but I don't know.
I think he
Decent game.
expected to be able to win that game before siege mode came into effect, but he just wasn't. GG.
Yeah, GG.